Hello everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of coloring in my Disney Vitraux. I think I called it Vitraux in the last one. I think it's Vitraux. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, welcome back. And we are going to continue on with Runt of the Litter. That's who's next. He is another one of Ace's best friends, and yeah, I think he was the one who was like kind of the kind of like the soft one a little bit. He was like, I think he had like anxiety or something, or he was a scary cat. I can't really remember, but we're gonna color him with Polly's, and let's go. So I think I'm gonna start off with this light flesh because he's kind of a light pink, but also a pink. Like, he's not too light. You can tell he's pink. But I'm just going to start off with this one. And let me zoom you guys in so we can see our friend. Okay. So I'm just going to go in. And another way, like, if you don't want to, like, tackle a big area, because, like, no offense here, but his head is, like, huge. So, especially with Polly's, they don't, you know, they're a harder pencil. So just, you can take it one little shape at a time and just color it in like this. That way you're not driving yourself crazy. Just take it one shape at a time. Now this might be too hard of a pencil for this kind of book to me, but I love my Polly's. But this book, I feel like, calls for softer pencils because it's probably because they take so long and there's so many, because there are some people who just go square by square and make each little shape, you know, with shading and things like that. I feel like do that with a softer pencil so your hand is not on fire by the time you're done coloring. That's just my opinion. But they do go down nice. You know, they don't feel scratchy or anything, but if you are one of the ones who literally take it shape by shape, your hand is gonna hurt afterwards. I can almost guarantee it. All right, I'm gonna grab Cinnamon, and I think I want his shadows to be, well, let's start with the ear, because the inside of his ear is actually darker than the outside for some odd reason. So we're gonna put some of that, and I feel like the Polly's don't have kind of like a rosy pink. They have like this other pink. I might go over with that. We'll see. But I'm just gonna put some shadows where I think the shadows should be. Hoping that you guys can see. All right, and then this is gonna be kind of hard to do because some of these are like his face is like right here, has a little lump here, and then because of his nose. And so this is actually going to be shaded. I think that's how that goes. And then also he's going to have a little bit here because his nose is like, yeah, something like that. And then just let it off to the side. And then we'll get some around here, just so this can be the shadow area. And then he has It looks like his shirt is there. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's also him. Sometimes it's hard to tell the shape too, because with all these different little shapes, it's kind of hard to tell what's part of them and what's part of the background, because at first glance it looks like his head is just floating with the bow, but then you can see there's a button here, so that means he has on a shirt and it's not just his head floating. So then now you have to look for the lines of the rest of his shirt, which is here, I think, and here. And if it's not, well, it's gonna be today, because that's what it looks like. So also we're gonna add a little bit here because his ear is flopping over. And his head is slightly turned, so we're gonna add some here. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now I'm gonna go back. Actually, I'm gonna grab that other color that's kind of pink, and I'm gonna see if I can just put just a tad, because this is like really, really pink, and I don't want a lot of this. So I'm just gonna put it like against the shadow here, just so they know that this is pink. He's pink. You know, he doesn't look very peachy. Just gonna add in some pink. Just very lightly though. Just right up against the shadow. This one's gonna be a little hard to do. Let's see. Get a little bit of that in there. And then a little bit here. Oh, and here. Okay, so we got some pink in there, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna come back with our lighter color and go over everything again. It was a fairly easy one to do. His hat and his bow are blue and his shirt is white. So now as far as the backgrounds go, I was thinking of a light green. Also, I don't know how water works in this book, and this book was fairly hard to get, so I think before I try to put some water in here, I'm going to test it out in the back of the book somewhere. Now, as far as his nose goes, I'm actually just gonna put this cinnamon color down, and then I'm gonna get that pink, because his nose is actually pink, like pink pink. So we're just gonna make sure that that is pink. Just around the edges. And then I'll grab the cinnamon again and come back. And then the inside of his nose is like the inside of the ears, which I need to come back and put some shadow to. Okay. So I'm just gonna finish putting this light color. And the polys do good at leaving that white space that I was talking about looks kind of cool. So if you want to keep the white space, the polys are a good pencil to use, but like I said earlier, beware of your hand being on fire because they are a harder pencil. Okay, so I think I'm gonna grab that cinnamon and make his tongue that color, and then I'll just make it darker with the shadow. Yeah, all right. So now we're gonna grab some blues for his bow and his hat, and they're kind of like, I guess a regular blue is what I would call it. So I'm gonna grab cobalt blue greenish, and I'm just gonna go over his whole hat just like that. And I have to be careful because these blues, if you're not careful, they'll go over into these pinks if you smear it. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab helio blue. Actually, I'm gonna grab indanthrone blue. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of a shadow to these. And also to his hat. Now his hat, I'm just gonna put a little bit on this side, and then I'm gonna put some shadow on this side. And then I'm gonna come back with the lighter one. And I can even go lighter than this because it's kind of like that playful blue. If I do lighter than this, I can probably grab maybe Prussian blue. We'll see what it looks like. I don't know if Prussian blue might be too dark. Let's see. It's about the same. So what we can do is we can grab this, we can grab phthalo blue, and we'll put that down because we don't want to lose the shadows. And we need something nice and bright, so we'll grab phthalo blue. Yeah. Isn't that cute? And then his shirt is white, so I'm just gonna grab some grays to, you know, kind of let us know he's wearing. I mean, actually, he has on a blue sweater too, so if I could, like, but I don't know, it's hard to tell, so maybe he's just wearing his white shirt. I don't think he's wearing the sweater because, oh, I know what we can do. Let's grab that phthalo blue. We can make this little piece his blue sweater and this little piece, and then the rest can be his shirt. That way it can actually look like he's wearing a shirt. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of shadow back here. I went over the lines a little bit, but that's okay. If Runt of the litter knew I went over the lines, he would have an anxiety attack. So let me just erase. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just gonna come back in with the phthalo blue. Now it looks like he has on his sweater and the white shirt. Now he looks more like him. So I'm gonna grab a gray and just put a little shadow underneath here, so we know he has, and also here, so we know he has on his shirt, and he's not just, now he doesn't just look like a floating head, because that's what he was looking like for a moment. So that's what I was saying. When you do these, you have to kind of identify what's what. That looks better. Okay, now I can show you guys. Let's see, where are we at? 15? Great. So for the backgrounds, I think all of their backgrounds are gonna be the same color. So I'm actually gonna grab my Arteza Everblend markers because I've not tried them in here, so I'm gonna try them today. And the color I was leaning towards like a green, but I don't think I want like a lime green. So I'm gonna go to the pastels, and I'm thinking maybe 601, or I can do, I don't want to do a blue. That just seems so typical. I think I'm gonna do 601, and I'm not gonna add water to it. I'm just gonna put it down. So we'll start over here with Fish Out of Water, and I'm just gonna put down, and like I said, I love these because even when I go over it like I just did, there's no streaking so far. I'm sure maybe when they start to run out, it might be, I don't know. But for now, and no, Arteza is not paying me, although it would be nice. This is my own opinion, and I actually really like these. So Arteza, if you are watching, good job on these markers, and we want more colors. But really good job. Don't change anything about these markers, because once you start changing, it'll be different, and you know, don't change them. I like them as they are. I will say we need more colors, and we need refills, or at least we can buy individually. That would be great, because when they run out, I don't want to buy another set. And also, if y'all are watching, what is the deal with the doubles in the pack? Use more colors. That's all. I'm done. So that's what our background is going to look like. And then going around it, I think I want yellow. I think I want this part to be red though, and then yellow. Maybe. Do I? That sounds ugly. Let me see. Let's go back to the pastel part, because I don't want them bright. I could do orange and then yellow. Or I can do like an orange and a blue. But I feel like, because when you look, how much red is in Chicken Little? Just this little thing on top of his head, right? And then his shirt and everything is green. So I think I want to add, maybe not, I don't know if I want to add a red. If I do, it'll be in these smaller parts. But then what color should we do? Maybe a brown. We could do like a brown. And then that way we can add the yellow. So let's do yellow. Let's grab 100, and then let's do a brown. So do I want a light brown? No, actually I do want a light brown, because we're gonna go in and do some shading probably. Okay, so for the yellow, I'm just gonna, let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I like that yellow. And then the outside will be brown. And so these markers have a brush side, and they also have a chisel side. I'm just using the brush side because they are replaceable, the nibs. So if I mess up a brush, I'll be fine. Okay. I hope you guys in the coloring community who are here just for coloring does not think that I'm forgetting about you guys, because I'm going to switch to the chisel tip because I'm uploading more art videos. I am not forgetting about you guys. I'm still coloring. I'm still doing coloring videos. You're not forgotten about, I promise. I would never, because you guys, I'm switching back to the brush. Don't like the way the chisel tip feels on this paper. I haven't forgotten about you guys. Don't worry. All right, and I'm gonna stop it there because we haven't done Abby yet. So, and then brown we will do here. And I'm doing a light brown because I'm gonna probably come in with some shading. These markers squeak on this paper. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But it's funny because I don't think they squeaked on any other paper I've used so far. So I'm hoping to do some acrylic painting with you guys this week. I don't know what I'm going to be painting, but I have these acrylics here and I kind of want to use them. So we'll see how that will go. I have a painting that I need to finish, so maybe we'll do that. Okay, and then if you look, I think this is also part of the circle underneath here, and I'm stopping it right at Abby because we haven't colored her yet, and I want to color her first before we do her background. So same with little. By the way, Chicken Little's name is actually I think it's, well, I know his first name is Ace, but I think it's Ace Chicken Little something, isn't it? What is his last name in the movie? Cluck. I think it's Cluck. So his name is Ace Chicken Little Cluck, in case you didn't know. But I've called him just about everything between these last two videos. So that's those two. So in the next part, because we're at 22 already, and I'm trying to keep them at 30. In the next part, we will do Miss Abby, and if we have time, we will do Little, and I'm gonna do the border here, probably a different color, I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking maybe I don't want to do the background before I color them, but I'm thinking I want to. That way when we come back, all we have to do is color Abby and Little, and we can do it in one video. So I think I might actually do that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next part. Here's what we have so far. We've done Fish Out of Water, and we've done Runt of the Litter. So when we come back, we're gonna do Abby Mallard and Ace Chicken Little Cluck. All right, see you in the next video.